Alright. Good afternoon all to another Sunday live stream. Alright, more Divinity Original Sin. Let's see if we can actually get out of Sicil for a change. And move on to some more interesting areas. That's not to say that Sicil is boring necessarily, but it does drag on a little bit too long for my tastes.
I feel better already. Sweet relief.
See, do I need to... But I do hope the game does not expect me to remember all this. I don't think I will be able to. Anywho, let's get on with some more desecration. An old metal key.
Here lies Joe, Sicil's worst shoemaker. He never knew when something was afoot. Here lies Terry the gravedigger, buried by an amateur.
That's kind of nasty.
Bless the seven I am restored. Bless the seven I am restored! A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
It seems that that patch is not going away. I'll just make it go away.
My kingdom on a dry shirt!
As good as this is.
Right. Next wave.
Here lies Eric. He ruined everything.
Yeah, well, a free bonus, nothing more than nothing, I guess.
Final resting place of Bree. Insert something cheesy.
Not a bone. Which is nice. You can always do it.
Miss Anthrope, who said she'd rather die than socialize and went to live among the wolves.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Here lies Vissar, soul stolen by the Miramac. Fear him.
Right.
Precision stance!
There.
Feel my electric fury!
And that didn't drop anything. Oops, some gold. Right. Does that key we found fit this particular chest that we uncovered? It does indeed. It contains another key. Which contains another key. Right, so guessing we are being led some more keys.
Madam Fulset, dog person.
Ring off. Bottle of beer, alright.
I invoke the fervor of flame.
Something of yours is breaking. Let's repair. Right, that would explain why the gas cloud is still there.
Here lies Jack the Nudist, who got too near a starving rat.
Let's go find another grave that hides a metal chest, then I guess.
Here lies Vissar, soul stolen by the Miramac. Fear him.
There's some serious lack of attention for this graveyard.
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Right. Poison flask. Already checked all of those. Let's head up here. So that's the long dead troll that we need to have the book for. Let's just take our time here. More graves over this way. Yep.
Here lies Sir Oops, whose mother loved him dearly, eventually.
Poisonous mushrooms.
Here lies Nosgoroth, scourge of the Fifth Sea.
Right. It'll just, it's locked.
Here lies Sinwil, who was allergic to vowels.
Thanks, Ursai.
Here lies Sir Oops, whose mother loved him dearly, eventually.
How are you today? Alright, that's fine. Steam I can handle.
Here lies Joret, a burden on us all.
Must you all stand around? Hello. Okay, we discovered the gates. Good.
Marry in haste, repenting at leisure.
Strange, strange indeed.
Strange indeed.
Here lies Anamatopea. Whoosh, bam, splat, and she was gone.
Alright, that one was kind of funny.
There's something to it.
Ooh,
isn't
nice. Right. Unmarked grave. I will deal with those voices off in the corner later because I don't feel like doing it right now.
Isis, a rock in crisis.
On the bone.
Here lies Whitney, the fancy atheist, all dressed up and nowhere to go.
Painting. Too much to carry. Alright. Time to start shifting over some stuff. Silver ore apparently is quite heavy. Oh. An undead battle mage. Well, that's not great. And he's smart enough to protect himself from fire. Of course, that doesn't really mean his other minions are any safer.
Only the finest fletching.
I definitely want to kill that.
Flash fire! I bind you in solemn battle oath.
I almost think that zombie's smart enough to run away, but no, that's not what he's doing. Well, in generally, the enemies around the church are tougher than the ones we faced before. They've all got some of those very specialist arrows. Right, but
No glory in this death.
you are at least not going anywhere. Let's just let the rest. See if I can put them on fire. Indeed, that's why those exploded skeletons are such a double-edged sword for them. I'm not entirely sure where this one is going. I mean, he doesn't know either, but still. I hit you. At least I can hit you with some fire. Let's see if I can just make sure you don't anything annoying. Yeah, stick in the fire. And you're just out of reach. You won't bother us for a bit. And need to get a little closer. I can move up to here. Add a little bit more burning. Yeah, that should kill you next turn. Have enough points for anything else. Let's hide behind Medora again. This fire will dissipate in a fun moment, I think. Oh, he wanted to heal his body. Oh, that's very decent of him. I need to make sure you...
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Definitely make sure that you don't die.
Spirits of Rivalon, I call you home to the earth.
Sure that she survives. Out of the fire, and just whack him.
Bless the seven. I am restored.
Death is its own deliverance. If you can't stand the heat,
Hopefully he doesn't have an area of effect attack because we are bunched up. Got some very powerful arrows. Darn. Let's just do some little bit of healing. Zombie is not going anywhere.
Burn for me.
As good as a new pin.
Alright then. And let's clear all this burning stuff away.
I'm drenched.
And let's see what loot we've got. Some gold, some parchment. Some wool. More gold. Yes. Nice. What this is all about. This will go to Medora. And let's give this to Jahan. He doesn't have a sarong just yet. But it is kind of nice to just have slightly more competent approach to battles.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boot.
We don't have any reason to talk to you just yet. Another metal chest. Another key. Right, is this the right key to open the other one? It is indeed. Does feel like a kind of a wild goose chase here, but it's kind of fun. And that's a decorative longbow, which is about equivalent, but worth way more.
Here lies old Shifty. He knew, I tell you. Here lies Elzakir, the last living Owlman.
Right.
Here lies Ali Gori the Witch. We made an example out of her.
Hmm. Tongs. Right.
Here lies Tom B. Stone. He hated puns until his dying day. Here lies Montgomery, cat person.
Hmm. What a ham. Let's see. Let's start with the graves on this side as well.
lies Wollensent, defiler of thoughts.
That metal chest. And we found probably the goodies. As we no longer have any key. Right. Extra constitution, extra HP. Added leather boots. All of that. It'll be nice sell fodder if nothing else.
Here lies Gordon, the world's finest feline.
That's not a cat. Really doesn't get too close.
Sniper's gaze.
Nice. You get some raw meat from that. Cool. Well, obviously, it's like in Castlevania when you find some wall chicken.
Here lies Paz Thomas. He lived as a writer, but rests as an author.
And that gives us, what is that? What, tongs? The branch. Alright.
I was really hoping to find something better.
All bones is useful.
Here lies Helen. Her eyes could start wars.
Nothing. Right, let's complete the circuit so we have the entire area mapped out. There shouldn't be any graves here. That's already a little bit ominous looking in the church, but it depends a bit on your perspective, I guess. The windows change color when I move away.
I've spotted something interesting.
That's something hidden back there, eh? And unfortunately I can't really get there. Unless we find a way over there. Doesn't look like there is. This way is broken. I'll leave the church for the moment. I kind of want to explore the surrounding area first. I know there's a difficult encounter in the church. You missed a grave. A couple.
There's something to it, isn't there? There's
Here
something
lies
to it,
Thas the
isn't
Grumble
there?
Goblin. Grumble, grumble.
Canine monstrosity.
Something to it, isn't there?
It's vulnerable to fire. It is. Alright, let's see what's up here.
Here lies Cedoreth. She herself made sure her coffin was secured. Here lies Juan, whose lucky dice finally failed him.
Strange, strange indeed.
Here lies repeating Liam, R.I.P. in peace.
Go on then,
Here lies
Speak of
Sailor's
this.
Something to it,
world-renowned
isn't there?
fortune teller. Honestly, I had no idea. Here lies Valius the Mute, whose death was unheard of. Here lies Ignis,
There's something to it, isn't there?
finally at peace with a life of terrible, terrible choices. Just awful. Here lies Valius the Mute, whose death was
And let's see. Let's talk with Ebenezer. Oh,
Mortal! Aha! Well, surely I don't have to tell you how much better a life or death here in Rivellon is compared to a dreadful eternity in the Hall of Echoes.
and who are you exactly?
The name's Ebenezer. Pleased to make your acquaintance. You've probably been meeting some sad souls around here, but I sure as hell ain't one of them. In life, my interests were soft weathers, southern vintages, sun-ripened afternoons, and ample-fleshed companions. Each sense was a source of new and familiar pleasures, and I luxuriated in them all. As a ghost, I admit that many of those pleasures evade me, but Rivellon still smacks of life more than the Hall of Echoes could. Though half the fun of fun is sharing your exploits with an eager ear, you know? Oh, what I'd give to find my little buddy again. The best listener I ever had the pleasure of regaling.
Who's your little buddy?
The ship that sunk and turned us all into phantoms, she was home to a sweet old tomcat, Oscar by name, who'd curl up cozy as can be on my pillow. We shared many stormy nights while I scratched his little chin and whispered stories of my youthful exploits. But I reckon cats don't stay on as ghosts after they pass, 'cause the little furball is nowhere to be seen. That, or the lucky bastard managed to survive the wreck. He was a scrappy old fellow after all.
That sounds like Unsinkable Sam.
Something to it, isn't there?
Why are you guys hanging around here?
Beats me. We're hardly the only Sicilians lost at sea. But there's some strange magic afoot of late. The dead can't seem to stay that way. We were all aboard a ship, headed from Arata to fair Sicile. But upon our return, the lighthouse failed to shine its light. We were lost upon the rocks and flung far and wide upon the tempestuous waves.
Alright, let's talk about the Hall of Echoes.
The final resting place for those deemed worthy of paradise. Paradise after life? Ha! Look around. Paradise is opening your eyes. Or in my case, gazing through the ectoplasm and seeing the wide, wild world around you. Can you imagine anything worse than being stuffed up into oblivion with the rest of the dead? Ah, give me tragedy, chaos, beauty, and delight. My companions would do well to stop pining and start enjoying, no?
I feel you have an ulterior motive. That's not really worth buying.
Speak your piece.
You know, let's double check. Does Sam remember Ebenezer? We also go and sell some of our loot. So where is that cat? There he is.
Ah, Maxine, my feline flame. How happy we are together.
You used to be called Oscar, didn't you?
Oscar, you say? I haven't been called Oscar in ages. Boy, does that bring back memories. It's the name the ship's cook gave me when I was but a kitten. I remember him rewarding me with bacon every time I caught another rat. And I remember listening to a fellow called Ebenezer, who used to tell me the wildest stories.
What can you tell me about Ebenezer?
A strange bird, that one. Used to indulge in every pleasure of life like there was no tomorrow. Guess there was no tomorrow for him, come to think of it. He would talk everyone's ears off about the delights of fine dining, his fascination with new fashions, about the elation of lovemaking, and so on and so forth. To me, though, never suspecting his revelations would be stored in my mind, he'd whisper of the shadow sides of his indulgent character. Fine dining, yes, on human flesh even. New fashions, sure, even if they meant the annihilation of a species for its hides. Lovemaking, indeed. But sometimes the girls were very young and suffered delicate tortures. Some died in his special chambers, but would still be used.
Right.
A strange bird, as I'm sure you'll agree. If he were a bit smaller, I might have caught him like I would a sparrow and rid the world of his hidden evils.
Alright, so I'm guessing that is why he doesn't want to go to the Hall of Echoes, because he would be judged unworthy. Good to know. Alright, let's see if you've got
Gracious
any
patron,
of the
I see your tired
ingredients
eyes
I
looking
want.
a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
I will take the metal scraps though,
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
and the sinews.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen.
And that's a bit too rich for my blood. Fancy feather. I don't think that matters. Needles will always come in handy. No rabbit's foot though,
Quiet day on the
fortunately.
market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen.
Any ones that I want to get rid of? We definitely don't need this one. That one is still good. And this one is obsolete. Give me all of that.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully
Painting of a
shaped
pig.
shoulders.
Nice. Also buy this teaspoon.
Red and orange, yellow
Get the
and
next treasure
green,
map.
the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen.
Treasure map 3.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's
Yeah.
cheese,
Take it, cursor treasure of Babe Orb. Where is that? See, that's 1, 2. There it is. Number 3. You can probably reach that.
Scrolls to entussle you.
Made a big change on your block with a whale of the good stuff.
And as long as we're in town, let's go see if Victoria has a new book.
Upletusja, get a friend.
Oh, nothing yet. I do believe we have a book we can stuff away here. Let's do that. I can remember where it is. There it is.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shh.
Now, where to go? I actually want to see if I can deal with the Watcher statues before I continue. I don't fully remember what exactly I need to do, but I think if I can just I hit the statue with the element that they want. Let's, can I use a spell for this?
If you can't stand the heat,
Oh yeah, that does it.
The salty air on my tongue, the sun on my back. What better way to celebrate life than with a fight?
Level 5 demon, I think I can handle that. Do I have any better arrows though? Yeah, freezing arrows probably would help against this guy. Just a little too far. One crossed arrow. That hurt him a lot. Kinda don't want to touch you. And alas, I do not have enough action points to do the ice shot, but I think lightning will do it. Alright, that's one. Let's see. Boulder on you. There we go. Right. Hopefully that hurts. No. Let's just stay where we are.
a taste of the other in store.
Some Earth Essence. Definitely want that. That'll be useful when we start making some magic gear. Elegant leather braces. Armor. Definitely better loot. Oh no, actually you also dropped some stuff. Yeah, we'll identify that in a moment. Alright. Lightning, I guess, would work here.
My prison undone. Your life to follow.
Does poison work on you? Taking blind stabs at guessing the what they are vulnerable against. Ooh, chain lightning, that is... No, just... Yeah, we'll hit him, that's fine. But you will not be vulnerable to anything I have here, though. Can I freeze you? No. Well, then just stay put. And you're on fire or poisoned. That didn't quite seem to line up. Let's sort out the inventory. The new stuff. Leadership and initiative. Give that to Jahan. This to Medora. Still a little bit too close to getting over the amount we can carry. What's the heaviest thing I still have? Skulls. Dora can hold on to the skulls for now then. Right, but we now only need to take care of one more, the water. An ice shark will do.
Cold as ice, cruel as knives.
At last, fresh air upon my scales. Now to test out these long, petrified limbs.
Yeah, didn't think you cared all that much. But poison. Alright. And the cave is open. Oh, tormented soul, water essence.
These may have been but lesser demons we fought, but demons they were. What, I wonder, did they protect?
I'm good and ready to find out. Lead the way, comrade.
Right. Lucky Charm. The movement. Right, let's explore the cave.
beach if they could get their weird little mouths on them.
Certainly a lot of candles in here.
Oh, Belgar, how I adore you. Oh, Belgar, how I adore you.
Hmm.
My love, my own, my Belgar.
I need a look that's unique, can't you see? Fetch me a tailor. Pick one who's free.
My love, my own, my Belgar. Embrace me, do.
Well, I guess we found what we were looking for. Belagar.
Be praised, all divines, for a bright light now shines in this dread, dreary cave that was marked as my grave.
I still am not sure if this was a good idea or a bad idea, considering what we know of Belagar.
How I adore
Oh,
you.
beautiful girl, the brightest star yet. You have to become a Belagaret. Stay with me in my great lair of love, and I'll treat you better than the gods up above.
And you have a lot of stuff.
When I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you.
You have rabbit's paws, metal scraps, steel scraps. Definitely take those.
How I adore you.
Take the iron chicken feet. We will not probably find him soon enough.
What a joy it is
I don't have
to
a
be
shield, so that's not really useful. I will also take a roll, resurrection, and
Oh, Belgar, how I adore you. Sweet Belgar, when I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you. Oh, Belgar, how I adore you.
any weapons that I'm not going to be using, and may as well sell to him.
Embrace me, do. Sweet Belgar, when I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you. My love, my own, my Belgar.
Let's see if we can take as much out of his pocket as we can.
My love, my own, my Belgar. Embrace Belgar. Do. When I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you. My love, my own, my Belgar. Embrace Belgar. Do. When I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you.
And we need to get the hell out of here because that is just gonna start annoying me.
Sweet Belgar, when I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you. It is to be a
Who are you exactly?
Ignorant innocent, 'tis I, Belagar, the greatest practitioner of magic by far. There isn't a spell, no incantation arcane that is not stored in my miraculous brain. I speak, I rhyme, and wonders create. The world is my playground, and the living my bait.
You want me to become a Belagaret?
Sweet
I, a Belagaret, a woman so blessed that her head she may rest against the red-hot confines of my amorous breast. To you I'll be undyingly devoted. In the softest of silks you'll be sensually coated. Yours will be the very miracles I'll fashion. Yours will be Belagar's unending passion.
It's, no, I've got better things to do.
No way, I have better things to do.
You're right, we're on a mission here.
Silly woman with madness beset, who refuses to be a Belagaret. Go on, get out of my elegant lair. Begone, leave, see if I care.
my scrolls and my tomes, and do not forget about my scissors and combs. We'll dazzle the realm with my glorious presence.
What
for to
a
meet
joy it
Belagar
is to be
is
a Belagorette,
everyone's
the most
peasants.
favored of women.
My love, my own, my Belagor. Embrace me, do.
Alright, let's see if we can grab anything else that is of value.
Another piece of trash! Belagar, how I adore you!
Come on, pick up the cheese. This seems to have nothing.
Pick one who's free.
Belagar's study. Luckily he doesn't mind if we borrow some stuff. I think that's everything we can get from here. Take the empty potion bottles though. Right. And will he still talk to us, or is now
I
over?
need a look that's you female of folly. Why do you return? For your cruel rejection in hell may you burn.
Yeesh. Why would escape be marked as your grave?
'Twere the vagaries of youth that landed me here. Demons! I thought that I could puppeteer. For it was in those days my one and true aim, the attention of Maxos to dramatically claim. Devils I summoned, a demonic quartet. Alas that they posed too big a threat. I was soon overcome, nigh unto death. Maxos I called with my last desperate breath. He saved my life with wild, wondrous magic, and yet the outcome was dreadfully tragic. He locked me in here for my reckless behavior, vowing that I would have no other savior than a champion so bold and downright courageous, they dare to defy my trespass outrageous. The demons I summoned, they guarded my prison, but after long last, a champion has risen. So cheers, old chum, for unbarring the door. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a world to explore.
And who is this Maxos you mentioned?
You mean you don't know the patriarch of wizards? The devoted companion of fire-breathing lizards? A jetpack he gave the dragon commander. Aye, I can tell you with absolute candor that he gave him a mighty empire too. Boy, you've got a lot of catching up to do. So hie thee to a store and take a good gander at the amazing spectacle that is Dragon Commander.
Well, that is a way to sell your games, I guess.
And soon so shall I, though don't say goodbye. I'll be out in the wilds, in the woods, in the dales. There I may meet you and spin you new tales. So let us prepare, my savory lasses. I mean to depart, so move your sweet asses.
Alright. Let us get out of here before they start piling on more love again, because that's gonna start getting annoying really quickly.
What a joy it is to be a Belagorette!
Alright, let's just get outside here. I know we could just click and move, but may as well use the gates. Let's see. Altar. Right, let's confront Ebenezer.
There's something to it, isn't there?
Let's also talk with the others.
My word, a warm blood. Welcome to our abode of exile. And pay no mind to Ebenezer there. I think his ship is short of a few sails, the poor fellow.
Who are you, Ghost?
I'm but a drowned sailor, like there have been so very, very many.
Tell me about Ebenezer.
For some reason, he insists he doesn't want to go to the Hall of Echoes, to the afterlife. He claims we weren't cursed, but blessed to roam Rivellon forever. Most of us feel sorry for the poor fellow. Where the dead go to live a proper afterlife. A much more welcoming environ than this dingy cemetery, I'm sure.
Just have some gold.
What a character that Ebenezer is. Preaches more passionately than a priest, only he speaks against the heavens rather than for 'em. Quite curious, but I've grown fond of him and his eccentricities. I'm but a drowned sailor. Like, for some reason, he insists he does.
Alright, so that's the same.
My word! A warm blood! Welcome to our abode of exile. Oh, I am but a restless ghost, longing for eternal ease. For some reason, he insists.
Right, so they're not really gonna say anything different, Quentin?
My mother would scold me well and good for standing here and listening to old Ebenezer. Oh, if only I could sail the sea again. For some reason.
No, that's just basically the same thing.
Strange indeed.
There's something to it, isn't there?
Alright, Ebenezer.
That's it, kiddo. Explore as much as you can while you've got that youthful vim and vigor about you. Life is a wonderful thing.
I've heard about your sick past. What do you have to say for yourself?
How did you... How could you? Those are lies. It was the ultimate pleasure. Oh, how could I hang back if there were even rarer, even more exquisite elations to pursue? How could I let any morsel of satisfaction go untasted in this brief mortal coil? Surely now you understand why I could never submit myself to the judgment awaiting me at the gates of the Hall of Echoes. No. I prefer to remain here for an eternity with a few of my senses, a few of my more delectable memories, than risk being cast into hell.
Go on then, Eb. Speak.
Alright, let's see. How will we handle this?
Speak your piece.
I mean, I shouldn't really advocate for that ghost to stay here forever.
There's something to it, isn't there?
Yeah.
If he stays here, his past will haunt him forever. At the Hall of Echoes, he may find a way to make up for his terrible deeds.
Go on then, Eb. Speak your piece.
Agreed. Ebenezer will not enjoy the judgment he faces, but crimes of such horrors demand penance.
Is that so? Is that what you really believe, Source Hunter? Well, forget divine judgment. I say we judge each other here and now. The better of us stays, the worse be damned.
Really? Well, I guess if you want to die... I think you're still undead. Hello, Atreus Ninja. This is not a fight that's going well. Let's try it again.
Strange. Strange indeed.
Go on then, Eb. Speak your piece.
There's something to it, isn't there?
My word! A warm blood! Welcome to our abode of exile. Oh, and pay no mind to Ebenezer. Yes, the realm...
That's it, kiddo. How did you... Surely now...
There's something to it,
If he stays here...
Agreed.
Is that so?
I mean, you can just ignore him and all that, but I don't want to. Alright, let's summon all the help we can.
I prize accuracy in my arrows.
Let's definitely get Nick involved. If nothing else, he's another target for them to go for.
Spirits of Rivalon, I call you home to the earth. Deal some damage.
I'll defend you till my death rattle.
7 are my blows.
I can see the white light.
No glory in this death.
I've gotta have an arrow that's useful here. At a cloud arrow. Alright, that'll help.
Soaked to the skin.
I labor every last drop.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
Feel my fire rock. Sing it, scourge.
Alright. They are a little bit better off. Can I freeze you? Yes, I can. Not so bad. Really kind of tough losing Jahan, but that's why we have Resurrect Skulls.
A stitch in time, hey, my friends?
I mean, they've been a bit whiny up until this point. It's not to say that I hate them or anything, it's just, you know, I've had cheerier companions. But then again, I've always gone with Wolgraf. Right, let's pick block. Perhaps Charming Arrow, let's identify these first. Yeah, Wolgraf and yeah, Daughter. I just find them a little bit more interesting in other ways. Alright. Taking care of that. Keep healing up. Let's go find that little treasure we've mapped out.
I've spotted something interesting.
Like an eye, summon ice elemental. Heal that I will not be using. And now we are getting over encumbered as well. Alright, let's head back to Cyseal for a bit. Deal with the over encumbrance. Selling more stuff.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Part of the reason why Madora is so over encumbered is because she's got all the iron ore on her and the iron bars. And the silver ore. Can I turn that into bars? I don't remember. Also, you should probably learn these spell skills. I know I had you... I've had you dig the veins. Was that all silver? Oh. Alright, let's turn all these silver into bars then, because that will be easier to carry. I have no idea. I thought I could use it somehow, but let's just drop it off here. I can. I thought I could maybe repair a wagon with it or something, but I just kind of forgot about it. Seeing as there's a lot of broken wagons around town.
Into the fray once more. As good as a new penny.
And not repair hammer, just regular hammers. Make plate armor. Why is it I can never find what I just made? That's much better armor. Yeah, I had to look a lot of this stuff up, so I'm not an expert with it, but I'm fairly competent in at least some of the recipes. And we have pixie dust. We did have a rabbit's foot. So let's make that magic rabbit's foot. Then we needed some string, which I believe we had some. Right, that should have worked. Oh, there it is. Extra speed. Well, speed isn't gonna hurt. In any case, let's go to the markets and sell some gear. What is my daughter's current armor? I mean, it's good. Not necessarily better than the chest I have for her. I just made.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
This is probably a better bow for me.
Let us see if you can choose the finest dreams. Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine golden.
Do I need anything?
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Join the Stud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Well, The crafting system isn't so much and that's difficult to understand. It's more that it's just, it obfuscates a lot of things. You have to do a lot of things either by practice or by reading all the wiki pages for it. And I agree that it's not always very optimal.
Delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each. Toe of snake, wing of worm, bow and spice and stir and churn.
Alright.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Sell all the non-magical gear. Any magical equipment on sale? Or magical...
Ah, gracious patron. I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
Don't we change your skills? Skill box. That is unfortunate. Pixie dust. I mean, I can afford it, but much rather just make it myself. It didn't really get anything new. I'll take leave. But that should be enough. It'll give us a little bit of wiggle room. But yeah, I mean, there's recipes that you can that the game shows you here, and for the rest, you can just experiment, see what anything does. With the quick load and quick save options, you don't really miss anything. Right. What are my skills? I probably have room for more skills. Stances will go in the back. Splendid arrow will go over here. It doesn't matter all that much because the combat isn't that fast-paced, but this will help. Alright. Where to go next? I should probably go have a chat with that troll. Before we cross this bridge. I don't necessarily want to fight him because he is quite tough, I recall. But luckily we do have the book with his language. Alright, so... Fortunately I cannot keep the book open while we are talking to him. I mean, we have the money to pay him, so... Well... Brack? Grimp. Hey, we can pass for free. You mean Divinity Original Sin 2? I have not yet. I do own the game, but I've just never found the time yet, so... Hopefully someday in the future. I'm mostly just playing this because I am curious to see how the story goes with Medora and Jahan. And if I can make any other choices. At the moment we're just looking to finish all the work here in Sicil. See if we can get to Winter Glen. Oh, Hunter's Glen. Something Glen. The next town over.
Well, what do you wish to say? Words. Oh, I can teleport you to the. Give Willie my regards.
Let's see if we can do this now. Ibrahim.
Are we, two Wells, brothers, allies, friends, willfully wrenched apart by a wicked wretch?
Tell me about yourself.
I admit it with a weighty heart. I am weary. I am worried. I, William Wellington McWishingwell, am not well at all. I was snatched by the wild and wicked Winter King, Boreas the Wretch, and whisked into this prison. It was a wish he wanted, and a wish I had to grant. But I'm weary of thinking of the hows and whos and whys. There's no way to escape my fate now. Heimerheim, of course. The winter realm of the land of Fairy. At which winter world have you been weekending, if not Heimerheim? Oh, how I wish there were, dear wanderer. This woeful abode is sealed fast and can only be opened from without. Were there another entrance into this winter land, however, you might be able to help. Wherever your wanderings may take you, remember, if you find a new way into the winter land, don't forget your friend, Willie. The wily Winter King used a wicked scroll to steal me. Perhaps if you found that scroll, you could use it to whirl me home to Wally. I believe he'll keep it among his other valuables, to wit, the treasure room.
Alright then. A nice bit of experience we got there. But there's nothing else here for us. So yeah. Nice glimpse at where we go in the future, but for now, back to home here. We'll ignore the church for a little bit longer. I do want to keep exploring the rest of the area before I go in there. Maybe get another level. Not sure there's enough experience left out here, but there probably is. If nothing else, there is enough experience here to deal with all the various flame creatures. Ooh, a chest. Ooh, metal scraps. Crystal. Scythe that could be useful for Medora. See what other paths are here. Ah, here we go. Let's see. Well, friendly looking popper.
You smell like a hero. The hero I've been waiting for. A hero. A hero. I've got a bone to pick. Well, I've got no bones to pick, you see? And that's the problem. My friend and I collected a quite big pile of edibles from these shambling undead. A smorgasbord on feet, I say. But a band of wild wolves chases off of it. If you follow me, I'll lead you straight to him. I bet a hero like you could shake him off in a matter of minutes. I'll lead the way, hero.
Alright. Keep moving, Doxy. That's fine. You can love games for different reasons.
I'll lead the way.
That's thank you. I appreciate it. On it, Doxy. Don't go dying.
Singing praises.
Works every time.
Can I freeze either of these? Alright, that'll work. Let's take some life from you. And then set you on fire.
No grave contains me.
Nice. Better the dog learn to do that spell.
Awaits you.
went out fighting in your name.
Right.
As good as a new pin.
No, can't see it. Alright.
Time of your death is at hand.
Yeah, Nick is kinda OP, but I'll laugh him for it. For as long as it stays useful, of course.
Another piece of trash.
So where's that hound gone? He didn't die, did he? I don't think I heard him die. Just run past us. Ooh, penny pen. We would have seen his corpse if that was the case. Ooh, a bone pile. Or is he in the bone pile?
What? It's not because I'm a white rabbit that I'm going to lead you down a magical rabbit hole. Anyway, it ain't holes around here, it's wells.
Apparently didn't really give us a quest. Yeah, we were going to fight those wolves anyway. Let's see, what leads this? Another way into Cyseal. How neat. That's a lot of green stuff. Let's not go that way. It also looks like it's generating itself, so... Hello, Katarima. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Isn't safe here, alright. So, traps? Even the game says it's not safe here. Imp Trap Development Workshop Cyseal. Right. Can we clear away the poison like this? There is a key. Right, let's have everyone detach because we want to do this cautiously. Yeah, well.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Put that on there. Let's read. Poor blacksmith, poor fellow, torn limb from limb by undead, no doubt. But thank you for this goodly house, good blacksmith. I'm in dire need of such place. Place that a humble tinkerer can keep himself safe. Place he can fashion himself the master of his own destiny at last. A place from which he can blow the watch to bloody mist. Kaboom! I'm guessing the imp wasn't really all that well-intentioned. Let's see what goodies there's left in this.
I see a trap nearby.
Alright, storage room chest.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
I'll take it. There are lots of stuff to investigate in this place. That we need to deactivate traps and all that. And there's another portal down here. Not sure it's active, but that's not be relevant at the moment. Must be very cautious about what we do. And what did I step on?
Careful now, that's a trap.
Finally, we found a belt that I already kind of know how. Ugh. A door I can hold on to the heavy stuff. Anything else lying on the floor that I can
I've spotted a trap.
keep an eye on? So where's the imp? Well, certainly very fiendish trap. Also give me a means to turn it off.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Not as such.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Need a key for that. Is there a key somewhere in the room? 9-inch nails. Not the key we need. The Withered Gardens. We'll deal with those in a moment.
Back on my feet again. Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
Well, I'm not sure I can get over there anyway. Is this a room I can douse? Somehow doubt that, but give it a try. Yeah, no. Doesn't look like it. Can I... Let's see if I can do something silly here. Right. Amulet that gives me a skill. Nice. I mean, I could try freezing it, but I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't work on the glowy floor. I need to find the master control lever, I think.
I should slow down.
Also, I think I actually picked up a weapon.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Slightly better than my current bow. Yeah, so let's equip that. And we picked up a skill book. That'll be useful for Anaban. Let's move along. We attach everyone to the chain. Let's make everyone go conga line.
God leech this evil from my blood.
Outside. Take things nice and slow. Prepare all our gear.
As good as a new penny. Back on my feet again.
We have the door, the key for the...
I see a trap nearby.
It's other side of the room, but again, moot point because I don't really have the means to deal with that floor. Yeah, I think the lever is somewhere over here. But I'm pretty sure if I step on that, I am probably gonna die. And let's give the rain a try.
Water, rain down.
Ah, I'm tripping.
Nope, still nothing. Yep, insta-death. I know there is a lever in order to turn all that off, but I don't for the life of me remember where it is.
I needed that.
Well, let's just go besides back here. Our entry points. Garden back door.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
We don't have the means to open that. Not seeing the key. But regardless, this is all full of the green goop. So we're not getting past there at the moment anyway. Ooh, Divinity. Let's see if I can move Move the crate, perhaps. Right. Not entirely wrong, just not quite the right thing. Ideally, I need something that doesn't burn. Don't have anything that doesn't burn. That needs a key. And we have... We're getting into a tussle with some guards. Alright. Let's just stand by for now. Also summon Nick.
Freezing flurry.
I'll make short work of this scum.
On the mend! Your wounds are my rewards.
No grave contains me.
As good as a new penny.
Would you splash?
My turn through the gauntlet? With pleasure.
Why is combat still going on? Alright, you.
Oh, how I'll sing of your entrails.
Ascension time, eh, my friends?
Alright. Generation Skull, Avatar Storms, Metal Helmet. No great loot, but it's good enough. Skull. For the collection. And a waypoint shrine that I can probably reach at some point. But not from here. Right, let's carefully avoid the throne room that awaits us. We have finished all the necessary looting and potential other stuff that can happen out here. I think that's all we can do. Let's head in.
What insult is this? A heartbeat do I detect? Revolting. Life. Here. In the court. Where once sat Brachus Rex. His long dormant pulse alone may alight this crumbled hall anew. How contemptuous you are to venture among the risen, to behold my lady's bare bones with brazen contumely. The blessed resurrector, he promised me no mortal would dare defy us, and yet you are here, despite the damned and the dead.
Who are you?
The mighty Diedrich am I, ear-time knight commander in the army of the king. Now a sovereign I am too, the Baron of Bones and feudal lord of the undead. It is to me they owe their allegiance, for I have restored them all to life that is not life. Your presence here has startled me, but in the end it matters not. The city of the living will fall, the walls will crumble, the houses shall be tombs, and I, the great and powerful Diedrich, loyal vassal of Brachus Rex still, will rule the dominion of the dead.
You speak of a resurrector. Who is he?
His name I do not know, only his intent to raise the long-defeated Brachus. He rose me from the dead, my blessed resurrector, so that the powers that rest in me, the power of a guardian of the king, would permeate the land. All have they risen, the guardians of Brachus. I, his knight commander, and his horrors too. The ghoul that guards the lighthouse, and the twins by fire joined. We welcomed him, the animator of our bones, for his intent is glorious. We welcomed him because we owe him. You, I don't owe anything but to stop your accursed heartbeat.
Well, I would like to hear about Brachus.
Brachus Rex he is to you, insolent filth. He was the one through whose veins coursed sorcery more thickly than did blood. And it shall course again, this time, forever. Deep beneath the earth he lies, but soon the very clouds will stoop to his will, and the very heavens he shall command. Hail to the king, all hail.
Well, this has been lovely, but I think I'd best skedaddle.
Indeed you shall not, defiler of bare-boned empresses. My hallowed revitalizer shall raise Brachus Rex and thereby restore sorcery to the land. My own legions grow with the cessation of every heartbeat and the stirring of bloodless flesh and bone. Accept my command, the command of the Baron of Bones, and you shall be a general in my army. Resist, as I know you will, and your skulls will look on through eyeless sockets as the rest of your skeletal remains will be employed to amuse my undead dogs. Arise, my vassals. The Baron of Bones demands your fealty.
Alright. This is quite a tricky fight, if I recall correctly. So let's summon all the doodads. At least he didn't summon any skeleton or photo skeletons yet.
Present you with this fiend's heart, my lady.
A necklace I'll make, my lord. Ivory torn from their battered guns.
Right, our turn.
How brave you are, my lord. A champion of kings.
I long but to make you proud, my love, my lady.
Eesh. Does everyone have healing spells? Or at least Medora is able to move again.
My energy energy cannot be restrained.
No.
I needed that.
Brackets will dance, diddle diddle dee, and on your graves we'll dance.
I'm in the middle of a fight, you know. Is important?
Would you care to hear a little tale?
My barren from love. The tortures of hell await those that harmed you.
I'm dying.
It's all on the site.
Slay them, Baron, slay them dead. Hey, nonny, nonny. Then kiss your lady and make merry. Hey, honey, honey.
Back on your feet, soldier. Back on my feet again.
Slay them, Baron, slay them dead. Hey, nonny, nonny. Then kiss your lady and make merry. Hey, honey, honey.
Right, that'll help. I should have some better arrows. Explosive arrows. Yeah, I think that will probably help. Better than the poisoned ones, at least. That a cloud will not help me here. Have you burn, just so we don't have to listen to your terrible poetry anymore. Could have been worse. And that didn't do anything, luckily. Let's heal you.
Your power.
How could that happen?
Nice. Yay, I can actually lay in flat. Good, good. Well, let's just stay put for now. You're good at absorbing arrows at this point. Only I had a target to throw this at. You're still invulnerable.
Slay them, Baron, slay them dead. Hey, nonny, nonny. Then kiss your lady and make merry. Hey, honey, honey.
And you are feared, that is annoying. You are still invulnerable. Can't see you. Can I see? Not quite. Range position stance. Come at me.
Slain, oh no, no, no. Avenge your lord with a hey and a ho and a hey, nonny, no. Used to be fa la la la. Come and riff raff are you, fa la dee dee.
If he's else to shoot at. Combat could have gone so disastrous, but I think it turned out alright. Sure, go into the middle of the room where I can easily see you. let's see if we can get into the rear. Engage this one in melee. You do get a penalty if you get engaged at close range with the bow. Too far away. And you're probably out of sight, because of course you are. Woo! Alright, so we've leveled up. What skills would I like to improve? Maybe Geomancer? I don't want to get the expert marksman up first though. And bows is already fine. Alright, let's just get the blacksmithing up. Are you claiming I'm ignoring you? Yeah, it's probably not the wisest of choices, but I've pretty much decided that Samantha is going to be my all-purpose crafting person, so she needs to get her crafting and blacksmithing up as high as possible, so I can make all the fancy gear. Yeah. Alright, definitely area of surge. And then we'll save the other points to get Hydro Sophist up to the next level. Skills wise, you cannot level up either of these. A point in witchcraft then. And Madora, you will gain extra skill in two-handed. And I also forgot to give you the new scythe if it's better. It is not better, but it's unbreakable, which is kind of almost as good. But everything considered, I probably just ought to sell this. Right. Battlefield has been restored somewhat. Let's loot. Right, you get that. Pickpocketing and initiative. I don't really do pickpocketing, so that's not really all that useful. Or I can hold on to that stuff. bone pile with some more bones in it. Right, so this has given us some more pointers towards the undead scourge, but of course not really given us any means of stopping it. Hi chap. Welcome to the stream. Hope your day is going well as well. We're having some slight success in beating some reasonably difficult encounters. Right, that's one key. There should be 2 keys, right? There's a box next to the throne. Extra intelligence. Guess that will be useful to someone. I'm not seeing another key. Could be hidden. Like, doubly sure that I'm not missing anything. They do like hiding stuff like that. Well, she's got treats, but she's currently still more interested in bugging me. Not sure what that's all about. Well, we've been beating up a lot of undead, so I guess a lot of their jaws got unhinged. That's okay. Last week's stream was a lot of, well, desecration of graves. And that's the west key. We got the east key. So where's the east chest again? Oh, it's over here. And we did a little bit more of that this stream, but for the most part we've just been beating up undead, looking for a way into traps, and avoiding the church. If I... And again, we have too much to carry. Right, the heaviest stuff, just go to Madora. Also carrying heavy stuff. So many empty bottles that it's actually becoming a problem. I probably don't need this many hammers. Is there a key here?
Under lock and key.
No, we don't have the key. Is it behind the throne somewhere? Seeing anything else that we could have missed? Yeah, I'm stumped for now. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Is there a chest or something in here that we can use? can't be consumed by flames. A wooden stake. Let's go over to Old Church for a moment. See if we cannot activate that other gateway. We're clearly missing something here. So, yeah, this is a different area. Get there. Because we got a little bit sidetracked by a little doggy that wanted to go to his bone pile and then disappear on us. Well, he certainly didn't die. Life scroll. Very nice. Cup of wine. And nothing else hidden here. Nope. Well, I guess we can fight some more undead. Level 7, huh? We faced worse. That's too far away, and I'm not at the right angle. Let's just summon a little bit of distance. Fully armored archers, armored clubbers, and a fully armored killer. Yeah, we definitely want the assistant. Be ideal if they're bunched up, but I'm not sure they will.
Icy draft.
Right. Drop a rock.
My power is your power. Life roils within these veins.
Yeah, I can't deceive you, so just stay put.
One shot, many wounds.
Yeah, for some reason, if you drop a rock on people, it Releases oil. Yeah, that's never gonna work.
No grave contains me.
Do I have any other arrows that will be useful? Let's throw a grenade at them. I can. That will not also instantly kill all of my guys. Well, that was a miss.
Seven, have mercy on your soul!
Alright, let's get rid of all that fire because it's just not good.
I'm drenched.
Another rock for you.
My turn through the gauntlet with pleasure.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Nick's back on our side, although not sure for how much longer.
No escape from the evil of my eye.
Oh, how I'll sing of your entrails.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
On the mend.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
As thrilling as the stage, though not half so bloody.
Aha! How many eyes does a bull have? Sniper's gaze.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Meet your demise!
Right.
Fortune!
Oop.
Soaked to the skin.
Open. What is that used for? I think that's a special recipe. I think you can put a scope on ranged weapons to increase their accuracy or something. If you've got the skill for it. Well, technically she's wielding a scythe, but yeah.
Careful now, that's a trap.
So we are fully abandoning this place. Someone undead warriors. Yeah, they probably will want that. But let's be careful when we enter this place. Or not. Can I open it? Right, let's detach because I don't want anyone that detach. Or anyone to get in here that doesn't need to be in here. Elemental mine, that's different. To the conduit of the goddess, however you prefer to call yourself. It has taken some time, but I have nearly fulfilled my promise. Baracus Rex has been relocated, and I am prepared to restore him. Once I have acquired the information you seek, I will write to you immediately. If you desire to return to his remains, you will know the way. Here's what you must do. Enter the ancient church in the outskirts of Sicil. 4 of its walls you'll find 4 unique paintings. Lift these and press the buttons beneath. This will move the altar in the middle of the flooring far enough for you to enter the lair below. Once inside, your amulet will be sufficient to deactivate the barrier. Enter the door within and Brachus Rex will await you. I have heard of the White Witch's fate, and I have no desire to cross you as she must have. I'm not like your sister, I will not disappoint you in this matter until we speak again. Dr. Theldiron Ashnitor. That's a name we're familiar with. Anything else?
I thought this shack would be abandoned, but it seems to be recently used.
Can I reach that without getting stunned?
What just happened?
That's your address to Thaivon. I'm sending you a new apprentice. She's more powerful than you by tenfold, but appearances are appearances. I don't want you to raise a single eyebrow. Do not deviate, Doctor, or you may find yourself in a rather unfortunate situation indeed. Brachus Rex will see the light of day once more. You will serve so he may serve she who is greater than us all. Signed the conduit. Through blood her power flows. Through her blood triumph grows. And at last we have a bit of conspiracy that actually leads us to a suspect. Another letter to Theliron. To the good Dr. Theliron, you have denied my divinity, but you were wise not to deny my power. I wait eagerly for the results of your search. Patience, however, has never particularly become me. I expected to find that finding Brachus Rex would have been a matter of weeks, not months, for a researcher as practiced as yourself. I have left you with bloodstones of such power that reviving him sufficiently to answer a simple query should hardly have been a problem. I hope I won't regret entrusting this to you, Doctor. Signed, Conduit of the Goddess. And Theliron's diary. 9 adventurers. My research continues to weave down interesting and long-forgotten paths. Night after night I find myself drawn into esoteric tomes, convinced perhaps foolishly that one will yield the kernel I need. Eternal secret, if it is to be found, I will find it. 32nd Adventurers. A monumental day. My searching I uncovered a tome containing the arcane mythology, those wretched sorcerer kings who nearly undid all of Rivellon. These myths, once widely believed by credulous peasants, have long been dismissed and discredited. Still, I promised myself that I would leave no stone unturned in my pursuit of knowledge. The volume looked as though it had received the same treatment as the barbaric King Brachus, whipped, burned, left to dangle in the wind, and hastily buried. The tome, the Book of the Immaculates, it is called, claimed most insistently that Starstone, a petty crystal, could be imbued with the essence of life and used to heal men, even those teetering on the brink of death. After I dismissed the proclamation as superstition, the hours wore on, the idea began to seem less and less ridiculous. These stones, mere shards, more often appear in more than one mythology. Here the fallen tears of the Almighty, there the rejected stars of the cosmos, no matter the fiction, they always seem to retain some otherworldly origin. Fortunately, a Starstone was hardly difficult to come by. I wrenched a shard of the length of my finger from an old dagger passed down to me by generations of Ashnitors before me. I inspected it closely, but still, no special properties appeared to my naked eye. The book's instructions were clear enough, and I followed them exactly. It was no pleasure to slit the throat of one of Bertia's panicked roosters, but when I held in my hand the starstone turned from dull blue to a deep swirling red, a stone that seemed to throb alive in my very hand. The discomfort of the sacrifice vanished entirely. Bloodstone. 15 of Junar. I'm not too modest to say my renown has spread far. Who else can heal the sick? The wounded and nearly dead within a matter of minutes. Who else can return the spirit of life to a vessel nearly undone? What about the vessel that has been undone? I have yet to make the attempt. I grow curious about the stone's true power. It can heal the wounds of every make and manner. Might it also heal the untimely wound? Might it also reverse death? Even now, as I write, her smoke and spices haunt me. Alia calls to me. She wants to come home. 20 Junar. A strange guest has joined me. She said she knew of my method and that she, messenger of the goddess, would help me achieve a new heights of healing, as long as I promised to serve her. Naturally, my first guess was that she was touched by madness. Me, so some false prophet? Unlikely. But despite her claims, the woman calling herself the Conduit seems to know how to manipulate bloodstone in astounding ways. On the first night here, she took me at midnight to a forgotten cemetery outside Sicil's walls. I carried the shovel, she the bloodstone. Before morning first light, and to my amazement, she had raised that long decayed skeleton into a walking automaton. The creature was grotesque, no more alive now than it had been for the last 100 years, animated nonetheless. I must wonder, after what I've seen, if this mysterious stranger might hold the key I've been looking for. Life after death, life beyond death. The idea has set my mind ablaze. 20th of Furnace. She has promised me everything, that is to say, the only thing I have ever wanted. The conduit says that she knows the secret to reanimating a corpse, not only with life, with soul. She knows I would do anything to earn this information, but since I would not be fooled by her little act as some goddess's messenger, she asked me to earn her secret in another way. I've now labored for the conduits a full month, and I've made surprising headway towards fulfilling her request. Soon enough, my end of the bargain will be complete, and then will become hers. 27th of Furnace. The path that led towards Brachus Rax is terrible and twisted, fraught with fiends, each more horrible than the last, but I seek them each by each, and raise them one by one. Every second I stare into the vile, hell-sent face brings me closer to him. I will speak to the Source King. I will wrench from him the secret the conduit so craves, and when I present it to her, she will give me what I desire. 5 Furnace. How can it be that a year has passed? I could have been so close to finding Brachus Rex, yet so impossibly far from him. How long must I still suffer the plague of undead I have unleashed upon the doors in my pursuit? The conduit has grown impatient, and I sent her watchdog Evelyn to make sure that I'm adhering to my promise. The dagger she sets upon me with her every gaze will hardly hasten my progress. I am as desperate as anyone to face the Source King.
How could that kindly doctor have gotten entangled in necromancy? I've got to confront Theleron.
Indeed. Heavier crossbow. Anything else in this shack? I'll take the mushroom and the braces. Empty bottles. 9 nails. That's all I can see. Let's see. Objects. But I have more than one needle. Right, let's see if I can make anything happen here before I confront Thayron. Can I move this chest? I can. Right, let's see if I can maneuver this chest. Chest should be strong enough to be able to survive in this. Darn it. Let's detach again. We need to find something that will not melt or break. I kinda hope the chest would be enough. Essentially, I would like to clear this up. There is a pressure plate somewhere in here that is currently partially covered by this chest. If I can cover it properly, that should allow me to reach something that can turn off some of the traps in this place. If I remember correctly. It's been a long time, I may be misremembering. let's
I feel better already.
try this from another direction. Yeah. Right. Let's give this a try. See if I can burn away this goop. Well, it sort of works. Now the goop is on fire. At least we can pass. Is it? Hey. I am not ignoring you. I'm having fun with the people on the stream. I know it's 4 o'clock. I kind of want to finish this. Come on, just open it up. Or not. I'm not sure if this path will become
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
covered in crud again. Fascinating that our trap did not go off after that explosion.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Oh, look at that. A key. Garden
Now that's a trap.
back door key. Alright, so now at least we have easy access into here. Not that we had so much problem finding that. And I probably will have to start looking stuff up. But as it is past 4 o'clock already, I'm gonna have to call the stream here, unfortunately. I'd like to thank you all for coming by, and hopefully you had fun. We'll see if we can actually finish this. We are quite close to finally closing the Cecile chapter, so one more stream should do it. But anyways, thank you all for coming by. If you like my content, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Bye.